It's been quite thrilling to see the growth in the yard. When we built the first boat, we had 11 staff. We now have, gosh, I've lost count, it's just over 30. And so we've created more jobs. We're just thrilled with the way the South African government supports boat building in South Africa. We've been the recipient of allowances made for getting boats to boat shows and getting ourselves to boat shows. And they've even assisted with, there are grants available for building our production molds, for instance. And we've applied for and been successful in doing that. And it really is great to have that kind of support for a small company. We thought it would be a boat that was for newcomers to sailing or people with low sailing hours because it's easy to manage, easy to control. But we've been really taken by surprise how many serious sailors are now saying, hey, we want something a lot easier. And we've also been surprised that HopYachts and this is the fifth going out there in the world. We've got one that's in Indonesia, one in Greece. We've got two in Fort Lauderdale in the US, and that one of those is going up to Chesapeake Bay. Now La Rochelle, the next boat behind that's going to Portugal, and the boat behind that is going to Spain. So they literally are going all over the world, and we've had huge interest from places that we didn't imagine. Iceland, can you believe it? So this is HopYacht 005, and this is going to be heading off to La Rochelle in France. It goes into two 40-foot containers in the next few days and then down to the port of Cape Town, and away she goes. The unique thing about this boat is the first HopYacht that's being delivered with a mast lowering system. The owner is in fact hoping to take the HopYacht through some of the canal systems in France. In fact, he's talking about getting almost all the way to Paris. But it will be based and sail around La Rochelle, which is a very beautiful place to sail. This boat has a gangplank, which now fits across the transom of the boat. But HopYacht being small, we like everything to work hard. And the gangplank is not only a gangplank for Mediterranean style mooring, but it actually goes across the two back steps and creates a beach, as we call it, a beach and a walkway. And the problem with HopYacht is that it's popular. And when you're entertaining, people come across and they join you in the cockpit. And this 30-foot boat can have 8 people sitting around having drinks. And it actually manages it. But if you want to go from one side of the cockpit to the other, navigating 8 people is difficult. So with the beach down, you can actually walk across and get to the other side of the boat. The boat is also going to have a fully enclosed helm station. North Sails have collaborated with us to develop this, and they've come up with a great helm enclosure, completely see-through, so you've got 360-degree visibility. It's a soft top, bimini top, but it has a board inside so that you don't get pooling of water, which is one of the things that you always get with canopy tops. So one of the other new aspects is we've redesigned the cockpit seat. We realized that a lot of the surround of the cockpit, the sort of combing around it, was actually, there was a lot of wasted space in it. So we cut that down, and that increased the volume of the seating. The solar energy aspect is very well received. The Americans like the idea of it because it gives them a way of charging batteries if they're anchored in a bay. The Europeans love the idea because they're very much more sort of clean energy minded. They already have their electric car. If they don't own one, they rent one. And so they're going looking for electric boats. And of course, the big plus is no noise, no fumes. The boat was designed by Anton DuToit and his team at DuToit Yacht Design. They've done a superb job. And bear in mind that they're used to designing much larger boats. This is in fact the smallest boat, the smallest sailing catamaran that they've designed. We loved the idea that working with them, they had a big boat mindset, but now they were working in a small space, and they got it right. You're at the Miami Boat Show where we had HopYacht 003. The boat has the accommodation and layout, which makes it feel, and the expression the Americans use, they said, this is a condo on water. And we thought, first of all, we were a bit insulted by that. We built a boat, a lovely boat, but we said, yeah, you're absolutely right. It is a condo on water. 33 square meters of actual living space if you count the side decks and the trampoline at the bow. So it does give people very versatile living space.